Holly. I'm one of the counsellors here today. How are you going?
Yeah, good, thanks, Holly.
That's good. Did you have any trouble finding a place?
No.
Okay.
It was good.
That's good. All right, cool. Have you ever been to counselling before?
No, never.
You haven't? Okay. So if you just want to start off by telling me what's brought you in today.
I'm just a little bit nervous, but I don't know, I'm very stressed at the moment, and it's kind of, just a new parent, and just starting to get back into work, and I'm studying, and I don't know, I just feel like sometimes I come home and my stress is just really making me really snappy, and things, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like I'm a bad mum because I take it out on Hunter, and some nights I can't deal with them, and Hunter's my son. And then other nights I'm snapping at John and he doesn't do anything, and it's just, I don't know, I feel really bad, and I just want maybe some techniques or something to help me.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is you're a bit stressed and overwhelmed with different aspects of your life. So you're a new mum, you're studying and working, so it seems a bit full on at the moment.
Yeah, definitely full on.
Yeah. Okay, not a problem. So before we go any further, I just need to let you know that everything you say to me is kept in full confidence, unless I feel like you're at a risk of hurting yourself or others. Then I'll have to report it to the appropriate people. Yeah. And I do write case notes, but they're kept secure where only I have access to them. But if for some reason they might be subpoenaed for court, but then I would obviously let you know before any of that happens as well.
Yep.
Okay. And you also said that you were getting a bit snappy and angry. Is it towards your partner?
Yeah, I think it's like irritable as well. I don't know, I'm coming home, just say from, I've studied all morning, and then I've dropped Bub off to daycare, studied all morning, and then I'll go to work. And a lot of the times I do night shifts, so that kind of puts my sleeping pattern out of whack for the next day, and I'm a very cranky person when I'm tired. So, and then the next day, say it's Saturday, and we've all got the day off, and I'm just really tired, and I'm just overwhelmed. The house is so messy and things. And then I don't know, like, John might leave a cup, and then I go off at him and just really, snap in. I just yell at him for leaving a cup there, and then Hunter will be crying, and he'll, come up, and I just can't deal, and like I never yell, but I just get really frustrated because of just the constant crying, and I don't know, it's just a bit overwhelming at times, and I just kind of lash out at John a little bit, and just little things, it's nothing, like leaving a cup, and then I'm just getting angry at him, and he doesn't know what he's done, and then it ends up becoming a big fight, and it's,
Okay. So what are like the type of thoughts? So just say, as you said, John's left a cup. What's kind of going through your head in that moment?
That I've just spent all like the previous day cleaning or whatever, and then I've come home and the house is a mess.
Okay.
And it's like I just want to just relax. I think that's the, and then even though I know it's just a cup, it's just something that he could have put away and just helped me out. And then
Okay. All right, not a problem. So what I think would work a little bit is, so we're going to do a few cognitive behavioural therapy techniques, and what it's going to try and help you do is become more aware of the thoughts that you're having in those moments when you do tend to snap, and then that way, if we can evaluate what type of thoughts you're having, we can then evaluate how your thoughts are leading to particular behaviours and stuff like that. So we can try and, get a better picture of what's happening as well. Okay, does that sound alright?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the first one we're going to do, so we're just trying to get an understanding of kind of what makes you snap, and then the thoughts that you're having, which is leading to, a bit like angry behaviour and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, so if you can think of an instant recently where you've just kind of gotten a little bit too angry, and you've kind of thought, oh no, that was a bit...
Oh, that's all the time. Let me just have a quick think. Well, probably the most recent was maybe about 2 weeks ago, and I'd done a PM shift on a Friday night, and I'd asked him, to clean and things like that, and just help me out for the morning, because then I had to work the next PM as well. And then when I got home and it was like 11 o'clock, the house was just absolutely trashed. So then the next day he went to work, but in the morning I sent him, a very big text message, and it was, way out of hand. Like, it was just, you never do this, you never do that. I asked you to do one thing, you never done it. Now I've got to watch Hunter clean just before work. And I did, there was swearing in the text message and stuff, and then he just kind of wrote back and was like, what's all this about? Just calm down.
Yeah.
And then he kind of tried to explain, Hunter was unsettled and things, so I couldn't, but I was like, that's not acceptable. So, and then afterwards, later, I thought that was just so out of hand and colourful. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Alright, not a problem. Okay, so this first one is, how did the problem develop? So as you can see how it kind of all interconnects with each other, so they're all related to each other as well. So what we're going to do, so we're going to have a look at this first one. Okay, so what made me vulnerable in the first place? So what were you thinking and feeling just before it happened?
Anger, frustrated, very irritated.
Yeah. Okay. So what else do you think made you vulnerable?
I don't know. I think just because I do a lot for him, and it was just like, it's continuous, and I don't know if that's just men in general, but they just are very lucky in helping out. But I think it was, it's just, it's always, I'm always having to ask him. Yeah, sometimes he does it, but a lot of times he doesn't. So I don't know, maybe it was that, I don't know. I just came home from a really long shift and I was just stressed, and it just made me really upset to think that he just didn't even try or do it when Hunter went to bed. He could have went and helped me out a little bit, but...
Okay. So just correct me if I'm wrong, but do you think maybe you're feeling a little bit, what's the word? Unappreciated and just kind of...
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, he always... Yeah, actually, you could say that, because, he always definitely appreciates what I do, and he's always like, you're amazing, I don't know how, you do study work, Mum, you're so good, but... I kind of do in a way because he doesn't return the favour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you want to add that one?
Yeah.
This one? Do you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And what about like in the environment? So you just say you're at home. What type of environment setting do you think made you vulnerable in the environment?
Do you mean as in like a messy house, or?
Yeah, if that's a trigger for you.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what makes me tick most of the time. It's just little things, and it's just the housework not being done when I do it all the time, and I've got a million other things that I need to do. So it's just and also as well, I don't deal well with messiness and clutter, and it's always, obviously with having a 1-year-old, they pull everything out, and it's just you clean, and a second later it's messy.
Okay.
So that's what gets me quite frustrated as well, is because before I had Hunter, I always had a very clean house, and then since having Hunter, it's just non-stop toys everywhere, stuff out of the drawers. Yeah, so I think a messy environment's quite... Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so triggers for the most recent episode as well. So, as you were saying, just stuff not getting done. Do you think?
Yeah.
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 And you said that you were overstressed?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think the problem would be? So this is the big one Pacific problem.
I think One for me is knowing how to deal with it, because I don't know why my whole life I've been like that. Little things just tick me off, and I always over exaggerate, and I always have. So that would be number one, is myself. Just maybe learning how to deal with that before I lash out, because I can be very hurtful with words as well.
Okay.
And then I instantly take it back, and I feel really bad that I've called him these names, or I've swore at him for no reason at all, or just little things. But also as well, I think the support network, I just don't feel like he supports me as much as I support him, and he's quite lazy. So I would say he would kind of be the problem as well.
Okay.
A little bit. And maybe just because I do have such a busy and hectic life, I just don't know, maybe how to kind of wind down and,
Okay. So for this main one, so the big problem, you would say that you tend to overreact
yes.
when it's not needed?
Definitely.
Okay.
And that's one thing he pulls me up, and my mother as well, all the time, so.
Okay. Okay. So when you tend to overreact, what are the thoughts that are going through your head?
I kind of don't have any thoughts. That's one of the problems, is I just speak, and then I'm like, oh my god, why did I say that, or why did I do that? It's just, I'm actually not thinking before. I just kind of, I'm feeling angry and really frustrated, but I just come out and say it, and I'm like, why did I say that?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that's another good thing that we can have a look at. As I said at the start of the session, it's trying to become more aware of how your thoughts are coming in. Because with most people, it's quite normal. It's just these automatic thoughts are running through our head, which is affecting our behaviour. As you said, like with the